Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to spend some time with me today. Always appreciate that. And guys, most of y'all are familiar with what happened last year with the walleye guys. You know, there was two anglers that fished the walleye circuit up in Ohio, I believe, that were caught stuffing lead weights in the walleye. It was a international scandal. They were eventually convicted of it. Well, we've got another situation. This time it was in a bass fishing tournament last week. Angler actually caught and arrested for stuffing lead weights down a fish. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you all about the story, what's going on there, and have a little commentary, and also be anxious to get your guys' commentary on it as well. Also, guys, before we get started here, I just want to extend a big thank you out there to everybody that's been helping to support Intuitive Angling here by using and bookmarking my Tackle Warehouse link to purchase your tackle. Every video, I link my Tackle Warehouse link in the description. If you guys use and bookmark that link for your tackle, channel gets a small percentage of the commission, and it's a big thank you for me and my family if you guys are participating in that. I definitely don't take that for granted. Okay guys, I've got a clip here. I'm going to play the clip here in a second. There was last week at Toledo Bend, they had the Sealy Big Bass Bash down there, giant tournament, and an angler got caught stuffing lead weights in the fish. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the clip. This is from the Sealy Outdoors Facebook page, and then we're going to have a little commentary after the clip runs. But also, guys, that the clip cut off at the end of there, and they don't mention the lead weight, but they talked about it in a full clip, and all the reporting talks about, the fish was caught with the lead weights in it. So let's take a look at this clip real quick.
Chris Bennett, he was kind of overseeing the event and stuff for that day and all this, and he'll tell you what transpired.
Thanks, Bob. Hey guys, real quick, I want to go over a few rules of safety and integrity, and I'll get right to the point. We have rules of safety, such as wearing your life jacket when that big motor's running. We have rules of integrity, such as if you've got it on this lake that we're fishing on within the last 90 days, that would make you ineligible to fish our tournament. Guys, when those rules are broken, those are mistakes by good, honest anglers. Okay? And when they are broken, we address them just as that. At the most will happen, you will withdraw your fish and you will move on. But what we won't tolerate is malicious activity, such as altering the length of a fish or manipulating the weight of a fish. With that being said, this last weekend at Lake Toledo Bend, a fish was weighed in by an individual that indeed was recognized by my bump man immediately. At that time, we took proper protocol, sent signal to the weighmaster, and held that fish until authorities could arrive. When the authorities arrived, they determined, along with the state biologist, they determined that fish.
Hi folks, Bob Sealy with Sealy Outdoors.
Okay guys, there you go on that. Now, first of all, the first thing that comes to my mind on this situation is the ignorance of the dude that did this, because that whole thing about stuffing lead weights down the fish with the walleye, that was like everybody knew about that, and it's obvious when you bring a fish to the scales that has had lead weights stuffed in it, it's obvious what's happened. So obviously this guy was operating on lacking a few brain cells that even did this. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about what speaks to the bigger picture of the sport. This is the last thing we need right now in the sport of bass fishing is more black eyes to it, because forward-facing sonar has already put a huge black eye on the sport of fishing, spotlighting for bass. We don't need more stuff like this cheating out there to get out in the public arena. One of the things about the bass fishing here is we make ourselves targets for criticism by outside groups simply by doing things like allowing bed fishing. Bed fishing should not be allowed in bass tournaments out there. And then you have these isolated, but regularly occurring incidents of cheating of different levels. Ever since I've been in bass tournaments, there's always been the occasional cheater surfaces out there. So this is something that, that I don't know if you're ever going to fix it. I mean, especially as many bass tournaments as they are and as big as they are. But obviously, people are very aware of that. We've been policing ourselves pretty well with that. So the point is, what are you doing there?
I'm packing the chicken so you don't have to.
Okay, well, thanks. We're going to go fishing tomorrow, and Elijah's trying to get the chickens up so we can go into town and pick up a few things for the trip. But anyway, guys, the thing about this is, what do you do about it? I mean, what can be do about it? And I don't think there's really anything else that can be done about it than already what it is. I mean, I think that one of the big things that tournament organizations have to do is when something like this takes place, they really have to make an example out of the people that stuff weights down fish or do stuff like this. Because unless there's a deterrent, usually with some type of a legal ramifications to it, I don't know if it's going to stop anybody. And it may not stop anybody, because I think one thing we can all agree on is everybody hates a thief, and that's basically what this is. I mean, they're trying to steal money from other anglers by doing stuff like this. And I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if this guy was destitute and down to his last penny and he thought he could win some money, or, I don't know what the situation. It doesn't really matter, but anytime something happens like this, it's just like, it takes us a while to get back from it, because out of all the good things that this sport brings, to our country and to, conservation efforts and stuff like that, it can all be undermined by the actions of some goobers like this that do stuff like this. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make you aware of that more than anything else. Let me know what you guys think of this situation, and also I'll keep you guys informed as soon as I hear more about it, or you guys can follow it too on Sealy Outdoors. As soon as I hear more about what's going to happen, I'm sure they're going to release the name of the person that was arrested and the charges associated with the arrest out there. So we'll follow up on that as soon as we can. But anyway, just wanted to run that by you guys. Hope everybody's well. We'll talk later.